So, hello everyone. So, before we start our discussion, we have training first. Allow me to present my screen.
My Lord, I can see you in all the lovely things so fine and true. I see you in the beauty of the flowers and the rain. I see you between the lines of a sweet refrain. I'm so blessed, my Lord, I can see you. Even when I'm lonely and in pain, I see you in the beauty.
Amen. Welcome to our one goal discussion. Trying to control someone or trying to control someone's life is an abuse on its own. In this forum, we'll talk about gender and violence in different fields. Before we start, please meet our panels today. Help us and discuss about more gender violence. So first, let me welcome the President of Community Service and Ambassador of Gender and Violence Association, Miss Irish Baro. Good morning, ma'am. And we have the Secretary of World Health Organization, and she's also the Vice President of Community Protection Cluster, Miss Girlie Higolgol. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
And the last but not the least, she is the President of Women, Peace, Security, and Community, Miss Susie Buena Tianza.
Good morning.
So welcome to our three beautiful panelists. Thank you for coming in this session. And I forgot, welcome also the audience in this forum. We have Miss Anover and Miss Iliagas. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
So we want to know your overall opinion and idea about this topic. So we'll start here. Miss Baro, you discuss first.
Good morning, everyone. I will discuss about the violence against women at work. Sexual harassment and assault at work are two examples of gender-based violence that disproportionately affects women worldwide. Millions of female workers are compelled to work in degrading, hostile, or intimidating setting where they frequently engage in inappropriate sexual behavior. Inappropriate jokes, insultations, and assessments are made to women, and they also are subjected to unwelcome physical contact that can be considered assault. Sexual harassment at work continues to go unreported despite its widespread prevalence for a variety of reasons, including fear of ridicule, blame, social or professional reprisals, statutory, civil or criminal charges, or loss of legal residence.
I forgot to turn on my mic. So next we have Miss Girlie Higolgol.
Mel, wakay tingog. Ay, okay na di ay.
Once again, good morning, everyone. So, I will be talking about the gender-based violence ato ang community. Gender-based violence is based on an imbalance of power and is carried out with the intention to humiliate and make a person or group of people feel inferior and or subordinate. So this type of violence is deeply rooted in the social and cultural structures, norms, and values that govern society. And it's often perpetuated by a cultural of denial and silence. So, gender-based violence can happen in both the private and public spheres, and it affects women not just sa babae, apil pod sa lalaki, or dili lang pod sa babae ug sa lalaki, apil pod sa mga bayot, sa gay, lesbian, or for short the LGBTQA plus community, and disproportionately, no? So, gender-based violence can be sexual, physical, verbal, psychological, and many more na pwede mahitabo sa itaas. So, gender-based violence, as with any type of violence, is an issue involving relations of power. No, kay feel nila sila ang powerful, sila ang kusgan, sila ang bright, sila ang daghan na hibalaan. So, it is based on a feeling of superiority, di ba? So, and an intention to assert that superiority in the family, at school, dili lang sa balay, no? Napod sa school, sa work, or dili sa to ang lugar, no? As a whole. So, that is gender-based violence sa community. For example sa gender-based violence nga kahitabo sa atong community, no? It can be sexual, physical, verbal, or psychological, specifically emotional, or socio-economic, and it can take many forms, from verbal violence and hate speech on the internet to rape or murder. Example, specifically, kanang bitong silingan nato nga nanghilabot sa atong anak, 'di ba? Masuko ta, naiuban nga pagdapatan ang ilahang anak, masuko sila kay tungod gidapatan sa ilang silingan. Wala sila rights nga mo dapat, 'di ba? So mao na dayon ang mahitabo is na day manggawas nga mga storya. Na day maglalis na dayon na dako day nang gubot, possibly na ay mahitabo nga patay, di ba? So, violence is root of anger. So, mas maayo nga kung yan ang mahitabo, relax lang, no? To avoid storyahan og tarong, di ba? So, para dili walay pisikalan nga mahitabo, dili na mo dako. So that is the example of gender-based violence in community. So thank you for listening.
So, Miss Hirkolkol, can I ask one question? Why gender violence is very relevant to the community, especially for the LGBTQ member? What we've been talking earlier. My question is that how to prevent or to protect yourself from gender violence.
First, gender-based violence is a phenomenon deeply rooted in gender inequality and continues to be one of the most notable human rights violations within all society. Gender-based violence is violence directed against a person because of their gender, no? LGBTQ community. Sa community na to, maskin ka ng mga bata, makita na to sa school, nga magsungog-sungog, di ba nga, maingon nga, bayot mga ka, makilabot din sa among grupo, nga na yung ana. Tumboy mga ka, di makalaki. So, more gone sila. Left out. Wala sila rights para magkano. So, to avoid, sinabtanay and kanang dawato na to kung unsa sila. So that's all.
Okay, thank you for that answer, Ms. Hirkolkol. So let's proceed to the last panel. We have the beautiful Ms. Atienza. Ma'am, the floor is yours.
So, gender-based violence on social media. Online gender-based violence can include unwanted sexual remarks, non-consensual posting of social media threats, doxing, cyberstalking, and harassment. And also, gender-based discriminatory memes and posts, among other things. Women and girls' increased vulnerability to violence also manifested online over the past year. In February 2021, a man was arrested for blackmailing two girls aged 14 and 18. The older of two met the man on Facebook and they soon entered into a relationship. He later asked for Jen's nude photos, but when she refused, he came up with edited ones and threatened to post them on social media. So if Jen didn't give in, he reportedly went so far as to threaten to kill her younger sister. Jen later decided to seek the help of the police and the perpetrator was caught through an entrapment operation. So, sextortion and blackmailing, which are criminalized in the Philippines under the Anti-Photo and Video Voyeurism Act, is the most persistent cases of gender-based violence based on FMA's report mapping.
Thank you for that discussion, Ms. Atienza. So, in this moment, we have the floor of our audience to ask their questions regarding your topic. So first, we have Ms. Eliagas.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our panelists. Question is for me, si Kolkol. So, how does gender-based violence affect the communities? Again, Ms. Kolkol, how does gender-based violence affect the community?
Thank you for that wonderful question. So it makes people underachieve at work and in education. It negatively affects their productivity. Many people who suffer from gender-based gender-based violence cannot stay at home and they isolate themselves and then need a place to stay na layo sa ilahang lugar kay tungod na sila daghan na dunggan istorya which is dili mao, which sometimes results in homelessness, no? Kanang homelessness is kanang sobra na pud kayo siguro na nga kuan nga resulta impact sa ilaha kay tungod wala naman sila mabuyan kay tungod balin sila lugar kay di na sila ganaan sa ilahang lugar kay tungod toxic ang environment. So tingana ang possible impact sa ato ang kaugalingon sa community.
So next we have Ms. Anuber. It's your time to ask the question.
So my question is for Ms. Barro. How can we manage and prevent gender-based violence?
This can be done through organizing campaigns, training, peer-to-peer education, or by including a general equality dimensions in all aspects of education's policies. Providing assembly information about what gender-based violence is, about its different forms, possible remedies, and existing support measures.
That's all. Thank you.
Do you have any more question, audience?
For Ms. Hikolkol, why gender-based violence is an obstacle to gender equality?
Okay, gender-based violence is an obstacle to gender equality because of central to safeguarding human rights, upholding democracy, and preserving the rule of law. Gender-based violence contributes to cultivating a heteronormative society and perpetuates the power of men. Dili lang sa men, sa ubang gender, no? So gender equality, on the other hand, entails equal rights for people of all genders, so as well as equal visibility and equal opportunities for empowerment, taking responsibilities, and participating in all spheres of public and private life. Gender equality also implies equal access to and equal distribution of resources between women and men, dili lang sa babae ug sa lalaki, of course, sa kantong part sa LGBTQ communities. That's all.
Yes, Ms. Liagas.
Thank you. So my question is Miss Atienza. Miss Atienza, my question is same with the question with Miss Ikolkol. So again, does school violence affect when it comes to the students? So how does school violence affect to the students?
So violence in schools can have a serious effect on children's psychological and physical health. Children who are subjected to violence may experience physical injury, sexually transmitted infections, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, or also known as PTSD, and suicidal thoughts.
So,
Thank you.
is there any more question, audience?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your
No, thank you.
cooperation. So thank you also with our three beautiful panelists for a beautiful and relevant discussion. So I guess that will be all for today's forum. Thank you for your time and effort. Before we end this session, I just want to share a quote from Will Young. Violence needs to stop. All of us, men and women, need to speak up and teach our children that violence is never the solution. Together, we can all make a difference. The best place to start is with yourself. Once again, thank you for coming in this forum and have a nice day.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
everyone.